record this video. I'm in my newer setup. It's not quite done yet the way I want it, but I want to make this video because I've been thinking about it since I heard about the passing of ITAGAKI. Now, I know there's some hate. I know there's some fake love. Also some fake hate out there, especially with today's world on YouTube. But I want to make my video because I didn't keep up with the man 100%, but his works has been something that inspired me since I have aspired to be a game designer myself. And I want to give an explanation of why and go through some of the stuff that I actually have here because I want to pull it out and put it in my collection now. Now, first off, full transparency, the reason why I haven't talked about Dead or Alive too much myself is because it's never been one of those fighting games that was put in the limelight. And then when the last one came out, Part 5, which I did have on PlayStation 4, I played it, I beat it. I remember the story I don't think was better than 4, but they put this stupid thing in there with microtransactions, and I don't know if Itagaki had anything to do with that or not, because at some point in time, and I didn't fact check this before I came on here, but he was not with Tecmo, and he went off and did his own thing, and he came out with a game called Wanted Dead, which I haven't played myself because of how it looked, but from a review that I watched from Mark MSX that I want to shout out because he does really cool breakdowns for true game designers. It makes me want to go take another look at that game because when I first seen it, it just kind of seemed kind of cheesy to me. And after that, I don't know if he worked on anything else after that game. And it's sad that, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody didn't heard the letter by now that he obviously has something that he was working on. It'd be kind of cool to see that. One thing I do hope is that he got to see Ninja Gaiden 4 before he passed away. So yeah, but so here I'm going to show my tribute. Now first off, I want to show this. Now I bought this here recently at a store that collects old video games. I'm like, yo, I got to get that back, but I think I already have it. So here's the inside of it, man. Dead or Alive 3, dude. One thing I gotta say, if you have not played the Dead or Alive series, you need to. It's really good. It's really good. I'm gonna go through one of my old bags here because I have the guide, and I'm just gonna do this live while I talk. So while I look for it, I'm going to give a brief story. So Dead or Alive was one of my first games that I played online. On my Xbox 360, and I was figuring out what online was at the time. Me loving video games, I found out about online and everything very, very late. I don't know why. I still kick myself for that. But see, where's that book? I'm gonna do another video on everything I got in here. But yeah, so it was my first game I played online. I remember I had it on Xbox 360. In fact, the only reason why I bought my original Xbox was for Ninja Gaiden at the time. Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. This. I was on a wait, but I'm talking about it. This collection here, man. Yo. This came out later, though. Because I actually I had Dead or Alive 2 on PlayStation 2, actually. Wow. Had Dead or Alive 2 on PlayStation 2, and then when I heard that Dead or Alive 3 was coming to the Xbox, had to get it. But the only reason why I bought my Xbox originally was for Ninja Gaiden. I got the music playing right now. So yeah, here's Dead or Alive 1 Ultimate. Dude, look at this, man. Let's look at that. Oh, it's used already, man. So this one, Dead or Alive 1, was a remake to Dead or Alive 1 on the PlayStation 1, which had phenomenal graphics. And the thing is, another reason why I have it a lot on this channel is because it's phenomenal for other reasons that we all know about by now, so I ain't gonna go into detail about that. And then here's Ultimate 2. Dude, Oh, Dead or Alive 2 is one of the reasons why I want to go to Japan to begin with. Besides working for Capcom, but yeah, man, Dead or Alive 1 and 2, dude. Man, and I believe both of these were online too. Yeah, they was. You could play online with both of these, man. This is worth a lot. So you had Dead or Alive 1 and 2, and then you had Dead or Alive 3. I don't have 4, I don't think. Just went to my shed and put out my old 360. This one doesn't work, man. I don't know what happened to this one. I actually got the face right here. Man, dude. Xbox 360, dude. Had the flaps, dude, with the USB, dude. Like, who knew what USB was when it first came out, man? Had the button for the controller. The red ring of death, dude. I got the red ring of death one time when Halo had came out. And interesting thing was that Halo was actually in Dead or Alive 4. And I'll never forget, second story of this video. Oh, I didn't finish my first one. So my first story, going back to my first story with Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive 4 was my first online game. And I remember when I first played it, I got desecrated online. I thought I was good, but I wasn't. I can't remember the name of this player, but I think he was like from Africa or something like that. And man, I trained literally for like 2 months, literally, and went back. This game had lobbies too at the time. Went back through the players' leaderboards, went back through them, found that player, and desecrated him. And what I mean by that is that he would, okay, so where the game work is, you had these lobbies and you would like take turns, you know. As you lost, you get put down, but the winner stays up there. I made sure I beat him 3 times before I left. The third time, he literally said, "Hey, man." He was like, "Do I know you from somewhere or something, man?" I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "You beat the crap out of me months ago, and I came back specifically looking for you because I wanted a rematch, man." That was the first time I like recognized that there's a difference in skill level, dude. Like, you know, so let me find that guy right quick. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Now I made an insert to finding this guide in this video. I didn't need this guide. I just bought it because I wanted to collect it because it was cool. Man, let's just look at it right quick. 'Cause I'm not like gloating or nothing like that, but I actually was really, really good with Hayate. I still am. So much so that in Houston, see, here's part 1. Houston, we used to go to the local college, and we used to hook up. There's the boy right there. We used to hook up our consoles and everything, and we would play. And somebody had on Dead or Alive, and I was like, "Whoa, somebody's playing Dead or Alive, cool." So I went over there and I played him, and I beat him all. I can't remember how many matches. We probably played like 6 matches. Beat him all 6 matches, and he was like, he was saying something. I said, "Yeah, man, I'm actually like super good. How y'all tell you? I just never played anybody in Dead or Alive." And then I played one of my friends with part 5, but like I said, man, they just had messed over that game so much. We didn't play it that long, man. But yeah, man. Man, it's taking me down some mad history right now. I can't count the many times I played part 2, Fatal Frame. Wow. Tecmo made Fatal Frame? Tecmo. I can't count. Look at the controllers. I can't count how many times I played through the story with all the characters in DOA 2, man. It was just something about how the story was, the arcade setup, you know, and the feud between Kazuma Hina and Ryu Hayabusa and Hayate, you know, coming down. Hayate actually, Hayate was the missing ninja from the clan. Like, the story was just simple but deep at the same time, man. And it kind of carried on into the Ninja Gaiden games, but yeah. So one thing about Itagaki's games is that they came with a lot of Okay, 'cause, there's 2 other games that's missing. Dead or Alive Extreme, Volleyball 1 and 2. If you look at the girls in Dead or Alive, enough said. the, so his games are not only action packed, but they also have a fair bit of violence in them and a fair bit of some other things. Not nudity or nothing like that. It's not that crazy, but yeah, that was, he didn't really care. So that's why, for me personally, call it what you want, but I only beat Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and I want to play the remake because you can actually tone all that stuff down. And then the new one, I'll try the new one, even though Itagaki didn't have nothing to do with the new one. I don't know. So yeah, but that's that. But the quality of the games that he was behind was always top notch, and it's a quality us indie developers can learn from, actually. So if you go back and play the original Ninja Gaiden on Xbox, the old big fat American one, and you play the rest of his games, you will send, again, Most Wanted. I mean, a Wanted Dead is a different thing. I think it was an indie team that he was helping make that, but nothing against that game at all. Again, check it out. But the quality in which things flow, the which things move, was always top notch. And if you play Ninja Gaiden, you will feel that. The moment you start running around with Ryu Hayabusa, and he got this walk like this, and he's bouncing, he got the sword, and he jumps, do the swallow. I'm not saying that right. Swallow slash the bird. As soon as you like jump and you're doing that, you jump and he's got his moves and he's charging up and it's a big blast and he goes at the like all that action stuff. Like, I don't know where the lines of Devil May Cry was at, because Devil May Cry was one of them too, but this one, Ninja Gaiden was where it's at. And it looks like Platinum Games has made sure that the newest one with Ryu being in there feels is the same way. So it's something that you can learn from, just the quality of games when you have a producer that actually cares. And, obviously not all that known, right? But when you have a producer that cares about his work and stuff like that, man. So it's cool. It'd be cool if we can get like some kind of hardcore documentary on it. If Harada can talk more about him and just, put it more out in the open about everything that he used to do, because truly his works, they were very smooth. They were very on point. I ain't even going, what am I at, 12 minutes in? The fighting of Dead or Alive is something that has always been great. The formula that they have in the Dead or Alive games has always been something that has been untapped and unrecognized, period. And I think largely is due to the fact that nobody takes it seriously because of the girls in the game. Unfortunately, which I was kind of disappointed in myself, because in 5 it kind of looked like they went away from just looking like they was about that, but then the DLC costumes came out, then you have to unlock them a certain way, and gotcha and all this. It's just, I think that's the reason why people didn't take it seriously. So hopefully if a part 6 comes out, it's even better, and they do take themselves more seriously, and they don't fill it with a bunch of fluff and give us an actual, put the DOA formula on the map, because literally all of them are good. I've beaten all of them. So yeah. If anybody that knows him has to come across this video, I have been a fan of his works for a long time. His games are unforgettable. The quality of the games are unforgettable. He is a producer that has inspired throughout the years. Whenever I think about quality, whenever I think about going back through a game, and one I'm making as far as frame rate and everything else, I always think back to literal Ninja Gaiden 1, because it was a huge shocker as far as quality back in the day, especially action game related. So, yep, let's all learn something. Let's play more Dead or Alive. I hope there's a surgence of Dead or Alive stuff and Ninja Gaiden stuff, especially with Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out this week. Ain't that weird? I don't want to think like that. But yeah.